What's up? It's Sofia Gutierrez with Arena Football Win. And today I'm joined by another man on the Firebirds squad, Markus Smith. Markus, how you doing?
Good, good. Just ready for the game.
Yeah, you look very calm. Do the nerves ever get to you before a big game?
No, the crazy thing is like when I play, like if my teammates do something, I cheer. But when it comes to myself, I'm always like even chill. So even like it'll look like I'm something's wrong, but I'm always like calm half of the time, pretty much. I really
Yeah,
don't show an expression like that.
I got to talk to one of the Dodgers closing pitchers, and he was saying that he doesn't like to show any emotion. He just likes to be calm because he doesn't want to let his emotions get him on a high or get him on a low. So it's just like a kind of neutral the whole way around. Do you see yourself like that?
Yes, I definitely do.
Yeah. Now, you are on the East Coast, but you are a SoCal guy. Talk to me about living in the IE because I know you're from SoCal, went to school in Corona, and did community college in Riverside.
Yep.
How did you like a SoCal?
I mean, I love California, so like every time I come to any other team, I always express that I'm from California and that California is the best state. Other than how expensive it is to me, it's the best state. We really have all the food. We have literally everything you want. That's how I feel about it with the good weather.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, while you were at Corona High School, you not only played football, but track and wrestling. How did what you played in those other sports translate to what you did on the football field?
Well, I mean, track obviously the running, but I think for wrestling though, because I only played wrestling because for some reason, like I think my freshman year, I didn't make the basketball team, so my coach was like, "My football coach, like, want to try wrestling?" And I tried it, and then I was just good at wrestling. And as far as like tackling and get low, that definitely came from wrestling for sure.
Yeah, definitely ensures you stretch, you're flexible because I've watched some of the UFC guys and they're like, "Oh, it's mixed martial arts, whether it's jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, or wrestling." So, it's only something that can add to your skills on the football field.
Definitely.
Now, talk to me from the transition from going to Riverside Community College to the University of Nevada and playing for the Wolfpack there.
So like I said, I went to the JUCO trying to get like I only had like one offer out of high school, the Air Force, and one of these coaches found me like want to come junior college. Ended up doing 2 years at junior college. We only ended up losing one game, and then I had like four offers, and I ended up going to Nevada to play corner, which
Mhm.
is obviously because I wanted to play D1 and obviously get my education paid for. But it was fun playing there. It's cold. You get all three of weathers, and I don't like the snow at all. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was fun.
Okay. Now, what was some challenges that you faced while you were playing with the Wolfpack, whether it was on the field or off the field, and how did you ever overcome those challenges?
The main challenge was, like I said, coming from a JUCO. So obviously, I come now. There's a rule like you come from a JUCO, you took all 4 years. When I came, obviously, I already used my 2 years. So I had to play right away. So my first year there, I didn't play right away. So basically, like I played half of the season my first year, and then my last year, that's when I played the full season. So it's basically trying to get on the field early. But they're obviously the seniors ahead of me, but I'm coming from JUCO, so that's the only challenge I have when it comes to playing.
Yeah. Now, I know it must be frustrating too, not playing when you want to, but what is something that you would tell yourself to kind of get you through that?
Just keep working hard. That's what got me here in the first place. Keep working no matter what was going on. Don't let no outside distractions affect what's going on. Just keep working.
Hmm. Now, after college, you had your pro day. Talk to me about what happened after that.
So I had my pro day. I ended up doing good. And then I got invited to the Seahawks mini camp, which I did good. And then there was two guys. They're like, you guys are good. We're just like the roster's full right now. So we want you guys to do a physical. And if anything happens, we'll call you back. So I ended up doing a physical. But I ended up doing a CFL tryout in Seattle, Washington. And for the Edmonton Eskimos, I ended up signing with them. And I ended up was in Canada, playing in Canada for a while.
Now, before we went live, you talked to me about an injury that happened um, when you were going to go to Canada. Talk to me some more about that.
Oh yeah, I was in Montreal. I was on a practice squad in Canada. I was about to be active. Like we were doing one-on-ones, and the dude tripped me. And I ended up tearing my PCL. But the day I tore my PCL, like I went back to my phone, and then my agent left me the voicemail saying how the Washington Redskins wanted to sign me, but he didn't know what happened to me, and I ended up like tearing my PCL. I was about to be done, like I was in tears and all that. But my mom's like, my mom and family like, we support you. So if you still want to keep playing football, we're here for you. So that's what happened when I was in Canada.
Yeah, how important is it to have someone, whether it's your mom or dad or a mentor, to be there for you? Because when you get hurt, there's so many emotions going through your mind. And at least for me, I can't help but think negative, but you always have to see the light at the end of the tunnel. How important is it to have people around you who support you and will continue to allow you to pursue your dreams?
I was very important, but especially when I got hurt, I tend to get in my head, and I'm always active. So if I'm like feel myself not wanting to do nothing, and I'm just like this, like I said, sitting there not doing nothing. I even tell my friends like, if you feel like I'm not doing nothing, or my family like push me to do something, that's how I was. So like I said, my mom and my family and my friends said that like we still got you. That helped me push through it. And like I said, rehab, like you can never come return the same. Like you really got to take rehab seriously. So the process of going through rehab is very tough. So I definitely needed my family, my friends.
Yeah. What's a piece of advice that you would tell an athlete who got hurt or went through something? What would you tell them in order to keep their head up and know that it's not the end if you don't want it to be the end?
That just to keep working, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You just like, even though it looks bad and dark, you just got to keep your head down, keep working, but there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. And then when you come and see that light, be grateful for wherever it is.
Hmm. Now, after your injury, you were with Arizona. You played with the Jacksonville Sharks. Talk to me about the transition from playing football on a 100-yard field and then playing on a 50-yard field.
It was different, very different. So in Canada, like Canada has a rule where the receivers get a head start. So when I was in Canada, they had me actually guard the receivers running. The only difference was now I'm in a smaller field. But just getting used to like the smaller field and how you have to be way more faster on breaking stuff. That's what made it different. Like the rules about the ball, hitting the wall, you still can catch it and all that. There's a couple of times where I hit the ball, I thought it was done, and then it bounced to the receiver hand and they scored on me. So
Yeah.
all that, after what the rules, pretty much the rules in indoors completely different from outdoor.
How is it when you first face the wall? That first hit, have you gone used to it or have you learned to work with it?
The wall doesn't hurt that much unless you're like your knees in it. The thing is, like when you're running fast, like on the kickoff, and I say the ball's kick out of bounds, and you have to stop on the dime, that gets your knees. So that's where I have to start realizing like it's not 100 yards, so I have to like tone it down a little earlier before because, like I said, you can stop outside and literally run off the field. Like you can't stop indoor and run off the field. There's a wall blocking you.
Now, when you were with the Jacksonville Sharks, you were part of the NAL championship team. Knowing that you have a big game coming up this Saturday, do you keep that same mentality that you had before that big game with the Jacksonville Sharks?
Yes. Like I said, I'm a routine person. I stay from the first game, championship game, but no matter what game, I treat every game the same. So no matter if we're playing a bad team, I'm still going to study film, look at all my notes through that. No matter if it's a good team, I'm going to treat like I said, I respect all my opponents, so I'm going to treat them all the same.
It's definitely important not to underestimate anyone, no matter what their record is. So that's awesome. Now, is there anything you like to do physically before a big game, whether it's, doing yoga, swimming, or anything to kind of stay active, but not in the weight room or on the football field?
Shoot, nothing really, to be honest. Because I would be in the weight room, but other than that, I wouldn't. Like I said, half the time I'm studying. I usually watch like the Food Network channel. Make sure like me, I'm a big oatmeal guy, so every morning for breakfast I have to eat my oatmeal, and then make sure, like I said, I wear certain stuff every time out here. Every home game we had, I always make sure I wear short. Like I'm like a routine person, so I don't change nothing up.
Now, you mentioned oatmeal. What is your go-to oatmeal recipe? What do you like to mix in it, and what are the toppings?
So I usually do like the bag of the Quakers maple brown sugar, and then I'll be
Oh,
putting strawberry in it, pretty much.
okay, you guys.
At least 2 to 3 bags always.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One's like a little nibble, barely enough for a
Yeah.
bird. And you mentioned the Food Network, so you're a foodie.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you're in Albany, where are some places you like to eat?
See, like I said, I haven't went a lot of places. The only time I went to a place was we had to pick a team in New York, and I got like a mac and cheese oxtail sandwich, and that was good. But that was in the city. But out
Mm.
here, like I haven't went to a lot of places other than that place called BurgerFi, which is not here. And I went to some ice cream place called Gillipsy's over here, which is good. But like I said, everybody keeps saying like most of the food spots are in the city, and I haven't really been in the city like that.
Yeah, I know you have to take a train ride, so that might have to happen after the season.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you're in SoCal, I know your mom, after she retired, she's in Nevada, but when you do have time to be on the West Coast, what are some of your favorite food spots to hit?
In and out. That's all I need.
Yeah, what's your go-to order?
See, either I do the a 4x4 or 3x3 fries and with water cup and 5 spreads and the box really well done.
How many spreads?
5 spreads with a box really well done.
Some light, something light. Okay, well, Marcus, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. I know you have a big game on Saturday. I will be tuning in. Best of luck, and we will talk soon.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Of course.